thank you for joining us and working with us on accommodations to stop, for this event to stop the spread of COVID-19. These accommodations were made at the request of the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department to make sure everyone can stay safe and healthy as they do this important work. Also, as most of you probably saw, there's not much room upstairs to maneuver around and walk around. So I wanted to take this tour of this facility to learn more about what our 911 dispatchers and supervisors work through every single day. St. Louisans, I want to commend our incredible city workers for connecting our residents with emergency services that they rely on. St. Louis's dial 911 through their darkest, most frightening moments, and our dispatchers do everything to keep their cool and make sure that St. Louisans get the help that they need. I sat down with one to hear firsthand the stress that they handle and the support that they offer on a consistent basis. I commend our operators and dispatchers for the hard work that they do, and it's time we build up a system that honors their hard work. After years of neglect, it's no secret that our 911 system needs our support. And like many St. Louis residents, I know what it's like to hear gunshots in my neighborhood and wait on hold for a response, or not want to call at all because we know we're going to be on hold. St. Louis deserves an emergency response system that functions and works for them. That's why my administration is working to bring some needed fixes to our 911 system. We recognize that it's a problem that's been festering for years and will not be fixed overnight. But we're looking at a mix of long-term and short-term solutions to help both immediate and systemic issues. Right now, we're focusing on 3 areas: personnel, technology, and diversion. So if you call 911 and you're patched through to a police operator, whether you need a fire truck, an ambulance, or if your cat is stuck in a tree, all of these calls come to the same place. And from there, those calls get sent to fire or emergency dispatch. This creates a bottleneck and puts a massive strain on our system and on our operators. We're looking to consolidate the fire and police operators to help get calls answered more quickly. Eventually, in the longer term, this unified system will be housed under the St. Louis Central Emergency Agency, or CEMA, unifying operators under one agency. This would help us accomplish our next goal, connecting the right professional to the right call. I've spoken about the importance of helping our police focus on their main job, solving violent crime. And in Denver, I toured the city's STAR facility, where the city is seeing success with diverting mental health and other calls to social and behavioral health workers. Of the 1,300 calls STAR responded to over the last year, not one had a request for backup from the Denver Police Department. And finally, we're exploring our options to improve our outdated technology. That's one of our long-term goals. My administration is working hard on this issue, and I look forward to keeping you updated on our progress. In the meantime, apply to work with us. And if you know anyone who needs a good paying job with great benefits, send them a link to our city's website. We need more 911 operators. And for non-emergencies or for general information, call 231-1212 instead of calling 911. Thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to Chief Isom.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning to everyone. I can speak more specifically about what our administration is doing currently to fix the 911 system. But first, it's important for everybody to recognize that all the initial calls that come from citizens come into the police department through 911. As the mayor mentioned, the 911 system initially comes through the police department and then is diverted to the fire department and other needs that a citizen might have. As you might imagine this is incredibly inefficient. It creates a bottleneck and it creates situations where citizens unfortunately have to be on hold for a number of minutes. This also exacerbates our understaffing issues by having two separate locations. So currently the fire department dispatching is on Cass and Jefferson, about 5 blocks away from here. Our plan, as the mayor indicated, is to combine these two operations into one facility where we are here today. As you might imagine, that helps with coordination, professional services, and also just geographically being in the same location. This consolidation will help us to more efficiently provide services to the city of St. Louis. The mayor talked about the ultimate long-range goal is to bring both fire, police, and other services under our city emergency management organization, SEMA, and that is the long-range goal. So we are attempting to have a process that will connect citizens to the right service, whether it's fire, police, EMS, or some other social service that the community might need. Additionally, our steps are to bring our technology in line with acceptable technology for our community so that fire, police, and EMS will be on the same system. So we are working hard on 3 different areas to look at emergency response, fire EMS response, but also other social services that people might need. I also want to remind everyone that the way our system works, when you call, please don't hang up. You are placed in the queue. We will get to those calls, but if you hang up, then you will be put at the end of the line. So call 911 if you need an emergency, but please don't hang up.